Most men over 60 don't look bad. They just become invisible. Not sloppy, not embarrassing, just easy to overlook. And here's the uncomfortable part. It's usually not your clothes, your body, or your age. It's something smaller, something most men don't even think about. The hat. Now this might sound like a minor detail, but the truth is the wrong hat can flatten your entire presence, while the right one can sharpen your face, clean up your silhouette, and quietly command attention without you saying a word. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They either stop wearing hats altogether, or they stick with the same old cap they've had for years, soft, worn out, and doing nothing for them. But here's what I'm going to show you in this video, not just which hats to wear, but how a simple change on your head can move you from overlooked to confident to intentional. Because style after 60 isn't about trying to look younger. It's about being seen clearly and respected instantly. Here on this channel, we focus on classic menswear, practical upgrades, and timeless style that actually works for older men. And today I'll walk you through 5 simple hat choices, but more importantly, 5 levels of presence most men never even realize they're missing. Let's start with the level where almost everyone gets stuck. This is where most men lose presence without even realizing it. Not because they're dressed badly, but because nothing about their look actually stands out, starting with the hat. The invisible hat is usually something you've owned for years. A soft, worn-out baseball cap, faded color, no structure left. It collapses on your head instead of shaping it. And here's the problem. As men get older, facial features naturally soften. Jawlines aren't as sharp, skin doesn't hold the same tension. So when you add a shapeless hat on top of that, it doubles the effect. Your face loses definition. Your overall look feels flatter, less intentional. Now imagine this. You're out running errands, grocery store, maybe grabbing a coffee. You're dressed fine, polo shirt, decent pants, clean shoes. But that old cap on your head, it quietly pulls everything down. No one notices anything wrong. But no one really notices you either. And this is where a small change starts to shift everything. Instead of that soft, broken down cap, switch to something with structure. A cap that holds its shape, a firmer front panel, a clean curve, not too flat, not overly bent. Solid neutral color. Suddenly your face looks more defined. Your posture feels sharper. The entire outfit looks more put together without changing anything else. This sounds small, but it changes everything. Quick takeaway. If your hat collapses, your presence does too. And once you fix this, you move out of invisible territory, but you're not quite confident yet. Because here's the next trap most men fall into. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Once a man upgrades from that worn-out shapeless cap, he usually lands here. Everything looks fine, nothing looks wrong, but nothing stands out either. This is the safe zone, and it's exactly where confidence gets stuck. You might be wearing a newer baseball cap now. Clean, decent condition, neutral color. On paper it works, but the fit is slightly off. Maybe it sits too high, maybe it hugs the head too tightly, or the brim shape doesn't complement your face. And these small details, they matter more than most men think, because hats sit right at eye level. They frame your face before anything else is noticed. So when the proportions are slightly off, your entire look feels slightly off. Not bad, not sharp, just forgettable. Picture this. You're meeting a friend for coffee. Your outfit is solid button-up shirt, chinos, clean shoes. You've made an effort. But the hat, it doesn't elevate anything. It just sits there, doing the bare minimum. And this is where most men stop improving, because it feels good enough. But confidence doesn't come from good enough. It comes from precision. So here's the upgrade. Pay attention to proportion. The crown height should match your face, not too tall, not too flat. The brim should follow the natural line of your face, not overly curved, not stiff like a board. And most importantly, the hat should feel like it belongs to you, not like it's just sitting on top of you. Quick takeaway. Not wrong, not right, just forgettable until you fix the fit. And once you get this right, that's when things start to shift. Because the next level is where confidence actually begins to show. This is where people start to notice something different about you. They may not know exactly what changed, but they feel it. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They think confidence comes from bigger changes, new wardrobe, expensive pieces, bold styles. It doesn't. It starts with control. And one of the simplest ways to show that control is a well-chosen baseball cap. Yes, you can absolutely wear a baseball cap after 60, but not the way most men do. The difference is in the details. A structured cap holds its shape. It frames your face instead of collapsing into it. A neutral color navy charcoal olive blends with your outfit instead of competing with it. And a minimal or no logo keeps the focus on you, not on a brand or a message. Now picture this. You're heading out for a casual afternoon. Polo shirt, well-fitted chinos, clean sneakers. Before the outfit felt average. Now you add the right cap, structured, clean, balanced. Suddenly everything looks sharper, more intentional, more put together, not trendy, not flashy, just sharp. That's the shift. Because a well-dressed older man doesn't try harder. He chooses better. And this level is powerful because it works in real life. Weekend errands, travel days, casual meetups. You don't need to think much, but you still look like you did. Quick takeaway. Simple choices executed well. Create real confidence, and this is where most men stop. They find something that works and stay there. But if you go one step further, you move from put together to truly intentional. This is where your style starts to say something without you saying a word. Up to this point, you look clean, put together. But here, you look intentional. And that's a different level. The flat cap is one of the most underrated pieces in classic menswear, especially for men over 60. Because it does something a baseball cap never fully can. It adds character. Not loud character, not trendy energy, but quiet, controlled presence. Now here's why it works. A flat cap sits closer to the head but with structure. It follows the natural lines of your face. It adds a sense of balance, especially if your hair has thinned or your hairline has changed over time. And more importantly, it signals taste. Picture this. You're heading out for a casual dinner, maybe a light jacket or a blazer, trousers, leather shoes. Without the hat, you look fine. Add a well-fitted flat cap, wool tweed, or a clean cotton blend. Now the outfit feels complete, grounded, deliberate. This is not about dressing up. It's about finishing your look with intention. Not trendy, not loud, just precise. And people notice that subtly but clearly. Because style after 60 isn't about chasing what's new. It's about refining what works. A well-dressed older man doesn't follow trends. He controls his image. Quick takeaway. When your hat adds intention, your entire outfit gains authority. And once you reach this level, you're already ahead of most men. But there's one more level where confidence becomes effortless and everything looks natural without trying. This is what effortless confidence actually looks like. No strain, no overthinking, no need to prove anything. And this is where most men never arrive because they misunderstand one thing. A relaxed style does not mean careless style. A well-chosen Panama or straw hat can instantly elevate your presence, but only if it's done right. Now here's where most men get it wrong. They go for cheap straw hats, flimsy structure, loose weave, wobbly brim that loses shape after a few wears. And the result, instead of looking relaxed and refined, they look unfinished, even a bit sloppy. But when you choose the right one, everything changes. A proper Panama hat has structure, a clean crown, a firm controlled brim, not too wide, not too narrow. The material looks light, but never weak. Now picture this. You're on a warm afternoon, linen shirt, lightweight trousers, maybe loafers. You add a well-made Panama hat. Suddenly the entire look feels elevated, not overdressed, not trying too hard, just composed. This sounds small, but it changes everything. Because now you're not just dressing well, you're communicating ease, control, and experience. That's what quiet authority looks like. And it works in real life. Travel, outdoor lunches, weekend walks, any setting where comfort matters but appearance still counts. Quick takeaway. Relax doesn't mean careless. The right details keep it refined. And once you understand this level, you stop seeing hats as optional, because now they're doing something much bigger than just completing an outfit. At this point, something should feel different, because this was never really about hats. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They treat hats like optional extras, something you throw on if the weather calls for it, or skip entirely without a second thought. But a hat sits in the most powerful position on your body, right at eye level, framing your face, shaping the very first impression people get of you. Before they notice your shoes, before they see your jacket, they see your face and what's around it. So when your hat has structure, balance, and intention, your entire presence sharpens. And when it doesn't, everything softens, even if the rest of your outfit is solid. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Changing your hat is often faster and more effective than changing your entire outfit. You don't need 10 new pieces. You don't need to chase trends. You adjust the frame, and suddenly the picture looks different. That's why men who understand style don't overlook details like this, because they know something most people don't. Small changes at the top create big changes in perception. Style after 60 is not about looking younger. It's about being seen clearly, stronger, cleaner, more intentional. A well-dressed older man doesn't rely on attention, he controls where it goes. Quick takeaway. Your hat isn't an accessory, it's the frame of your entire look. And once you see it that way, choosing the right one becomes simple. Now let's make this simple, because once you understand the role of a hat, you don't need more options, you just need better decisions. So here's a practical system you can use every day. 3 steps, no overthinking. Step 1, structure comes first. If the hat doesn't hold its shape, don't wear it. Simple as that. Structure defines your face. It sharpens your outline. It makes everything else look more intentional. This is where most men slip. They choose comfort over form and end up looking softer than they should. Comfort matters, but sloppy comfort is not the same thing as effortless style. Step 2, stay in neutral territory. Navy, charcoal, olive, or now beige, colors that work with everything, not colors that fight for attention. A hat should support your outfit, not dominate it. You want people to notice you, not your hat. Step 3, match the moment. This is where it all comes together. Running errands. Structured cap, polo chinos. Meeting friends or going out for dinner. Flat cap, light jacket, proper trousers. Warm weather, outdoor setting, the Panama hat, linen shirt, breathable pants. You don't need 10 combinations. Just a few that you can rely on. And once you have these, getting dressed becomes faster, easier, and more consistent. Quick takeaway. You don't need more hats. You need a system that works. And when you follow this, you stop guessing and start showing up with quiet confidence every time. At the end of the day, this was never about owning more hats. It was about understanding what they actually do for you. Because the difference between looking invisible and looking confident often comes down to small, intentional choices. Not louder, not trendier, just sharper. You don't need a full wardrobe upgrade. You don't need to rethink everything you wear. You just need a few pieces that work and the awareness to choose them well. That's how real style works after 60. Simple, controlled, consistent. From a worn-out cap that hides your presence, to a clean, structured choice that sharpens it, to a flat cap or Panama that adds character and quiet authority. That's the progression. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So here's what I'd like to know from you. Which level are you at right now? Are you still in that invisible zone? Or have you already started making more intentional choices? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if you want more practical, no-nonsense advice on classic menswear and style for older men, make sure you subscribe. Because in the next video, I'm going to show you something that works even faster than hats to jackets that instantly make older men look sharper or completely ruin the look. And once you understand that, putting together a solid outfit becomes a whole lot easier.